Has anyone else ever felt just so out of place from their own family, from their own friends, pretty much from everything, and you just feel like nobody speaks your language anymore? Well, I got to a point in my life where I was just so tired. I was so tired of all the fake friends. I was so tired of not speaking the same language as people anymore. After I went through what I like to consider or call my spiritual awakening, everything just changed for me. It's like I no longer related to anybody that was in my life. I was tired of my friends that just wanted to go out every weekend and party and drink and smoke weed. And there was a time for that in my life where I enjoyed it. It did what it had to do for me. But it gets to a point where it's like, damn, what are we doing? What are we doing? So I started to really change the way that I was doing things. I started to really grow up, I guess you can say. I started taking risks. I started pouring my heart into my music again. I started becoming more confident in myself, and I started moving differently. And then here come all the little envious friends, all the people that you thought would be there for you, rooting you on, in the corner watching you and judging you. And it just felt like everything fell apart when I started to do better for myself. My friends just disappeared. Friends turned into enemies. I started to even separate myself from certain family members. It's okay to outgrow family as well. It happened to me. And so I reached a point where I realized that I was not going to grow being surrounded by these people. I was not going to change being surrounded by these people. And I knew I had to listen. I knew I had to trust myself. I knew I had to really believe that what I was creating was worth so much more than this program cycle I was in, with these people that I was around that weren't going to get me anywhere other than broke, unhealthy, and unalive, honestly. So I decided to take a huge leap and just disappear. Completely disappear. And mind you, I had already built a foundation. I had already built a following around my music, around my art, and just around being myself. But the thing is that I was becoming somebody that wasn't truly me, if that made sense. So I had a producer, I had a videographer, I had a stylist, I had this entire team. And one would think, wow, I have everything that I want, I have everything that I need, I have a full team, I'm making music, my social media is blowing up, yada, yada, yada. But man, it completely tore me down. It was the wrong people. It was the wrong energy. It was just a team full of envious eyes on me. And I just felt sick to my stomach. I felt so sick to my stomach being around these people. And I couldn't really explain it, but I knew I had to listen. I knew I had to listen to these feelings that I was getting. I knew that I was being guided and protected. So what did I do? I dropped everything, deleted all my social media, and I just completely started over. I even moved to a different country. I'm now in a new country with no friends, no attachment to nothing, to nobody but my vision, my passion, myself, my relationship with God, and my drive. And that alone is enough. That alone is so much love that keeps me grounded. It keeps me safe. I know I'm guided and I know I'm protected. So now I'm on this journey of recreating myself, rediscovering who it is that I really am, who it is that I want to show up in the world as. And I'm doing it softly. I'm doing it safely. No eyes on me. No eyes on me until I feel grounded in who I am. And honestly, it hasn't really been that easy. Moving to a new country and being alone, having this huge vision and nobody to really back you up or nobody to talk about it with you. But I mean, I guess that's the part of the hero's journey, right? I guess that's part of becoming someone new is shedding off all of this old skin that no longer serves you, leaving the cocoon and just becoming this butterfly, right? And there's nobody holding your hand through that. There's nobody in the cocoon with the butterfly, petting them and holding their hand and saying everything's going to be all right. No. They just have faith in themselves that they know that they're going to come out stronger. They know they're going to come out beautiful because they have God. Because we, they, he, she, we're all connected to the great source of magic, of power, of love, of creation. And we can accomplish anything we want. We don't need nobody. We don't need nobody. We just need ourselves. We need our passion. We need our faith. And we need that connection with oneness with God. Everybody else around you really is just a reflection of you in some way, somehow. So you think they're going to be there for you, you think they're going to support you, but really, they see something in you that they like. They see something in you that they want to be a part of, or they see something in you that they want to become. Vice versa, they see things in you that they absolutely hate in themselves. So at the end of the day, you can't really trust anybody completely. You can't really pour yourself into somebody completely because everybody is just here for themselves. Everybody's just here for their own growth, their own evolution. And through that, that is how we help other people. That is how we do our duty and our diligence to the world. It's just by becoming our best self. Is becoming our magnetic, free, inspiring self to make others want to do the same thing for themselves, right? So I say this to say that it is okay to completely walk away from everything and everybody in your life. It is okay to start over. It is okay to transform. It is okay to become somebody new. You don't need anybody or anything that's outside of yourself. So let's continue to transform. Let's continue to pour our love into ourselves. And let's continue to be the best version of ourselves and show up for ourselves every single day with love and compassion and the intention to grow. Peace.